Alright, welcome back everyone, it's Code King Zaf here. Let me show you something funny when it comes to the brand new workshop, because we're about to make Valtair our pet. Yes, that's right, this build is absolutely overpowered. Watch, we're gonna nuke him in one shot. In 2 seconds, his HP is about to drop by 50%, and boom! There we go, his HP is gone, and we put a leash around him and he is our brand new pet. So, let me jump in, let me show you the best builds for Hunters and Jinwoo to make the brand new workshop as easy as possible. Watch this, look at our playtime. We got a playtime of 32 seconds coming in. Absolutely crazy. So let me jump in and cover the best builds possible. But very quick everyone, if you want some free codes for S and Stones and more, to jump in and support us again. Yes, that's right, because your support was reset for brand new season. We are talking season 13 with a bunch of brand new codes coming out. You just go to the link down below in the comment section, you press that juicy red square button, this page comes up, you press up, press yes, and you're done. Then you wait for the brand new codes to come out very soon. We are talking S and Stones, Abyssal Crystals, and SSR weapon designs that you can get for free. There is no cost at all to supporting, and also you can enter our free giveaways on our Discord server for hundreds of dollars each, so don't miss out. The supporter program is a great way to get codes and enter the giveaway fun, and a big shout out to Sasuke, the first commenter in our last juicy video. Now, when it comes to the brand new workshop, I do want to cover multiple builds because, as you can see, we don't have one, we don't have two, we have 4 recommended elements, but they do vary. As you can see, when it comes to the first mode right here, that being the Shattered Blades Nest, we have 2 elements right here, that being Dark and also Water. So, here's the Dark build. I do want to mention though, you can use any Hunters right here. This mode is very forgiving. Silver Main, we have Lim, we have Mini, we have Single Juan. You can use any damage dealer or any support unit. You can use Isla, you can use Harper, you can honestly use anyone right here who is a glow buffer. Do not worry, this mode is very forgiving. You just want to meet the power mark. So when it comes to our shadows, we have Igris for the bonus crit rate, and we have Bessie and Iron to give us more defense reduction on target. It worked out for me, so give it a try. And when it comes to our Vex sets, you can see we of course have the Infamy set on Mini to give her more mana. This is a must. It is not a teamfight mode, but the mana is a must on her, so make sure you run it. We of course have this right here when it comes to Isla, Guardian, and Self Blessing to give our team members buffs, and of course on Hardboy Sungo Juan, the arm set worked out perfectly for me. You'll see he just nukes the target, and of course the Obsidian set, because this is a short battle. If your battles take too long, run the expert set, but for me, Obsidian was the way to go. And of course, when it comes to our cores, like mentioned here, you want to use this one for Mini to make sure she gets the bonus damage from her ultimate skill being used, but also you want mana consumption on any core to reduce her mana cost, very important. But when it comes to Isla, you want damage increase on every single core. The cores don't matter, just the stat right here due to her passive, very important. And of course, in our Single One, you want this core up top here, or the crit core. The brand new crit rate core does work on him, so give it a try, but I don't have it because it's too new. But you can run that core, this one here, and this core here as well, to reduce his mana cost. But when it comes to our water team, let me show you. This team works out just as fine. You can also swap out Furin for Malin. Do not worry, you have so many options for this build. You can also not run Soren. You can run Malin and also Furin using Wetchaw. That build works out fine. Any build works on this game mode, just use the best ones possible and you will be good to go, of course. But when it comes to builds, as you can see, I'm kind of varying the artifact sets just because I have to swap them in and out because we have so many builds right here. The Desire set is perfect on Soren, or you can use Malin with the Blessing set, and these sets of course on Furin. And when it comes to Chomp, you want the Infamy set right here to get the bonuses coming in. It is the perfect set for her, and also the 4-piece Obsidian. So 4-piece Infamy, 4-piece Obsidian, and you are good to go. And these cores too, this one is actually pretty darn good, and this one too, to reduce your mana cost, and these cores, just copy them and you will be good to go. So let me jump in and cover the battle guide, that way you know exactly what to do when it comes to our dark team, but the water team build will be the exact same too. Now let's jump into the battle phase, very standard. You do not want to wait, you want to dash in right away, use your shadows, and start attacking the boss over and over and over again. When it comes to Mini, as you know, you ultimate, you spam your Q, use your E, then your core attack, then you use your ultimate again to get the damage coming in, then you swap to Isla, get the buffs applied, then Sungo Juan and you're good to go. But as a reminder, this phase right here, he stops taking damage, so be cautious. I'm using our Q to build up the stacks for our E and ultimate. We want to get the damage coming in to make sure we just nuke the target. This phase here, very simple. You just want to attack, attack, and attack. Once those icons come up, you'll see at the top there, not that one, the server's failing you right there, that one, right there. You want to attack, and you're good to go. You'll basically break the boss, then you want to use your passives right here, get your boy Sunglehuan juiced up, then swap into him, and use his Q, use your base attacks, then your ultimate, then your second basic skill. Do not use the second basic skill first, watch very carefully. We use it right here, we swap, and of course the boss dies, beautiful. So that's the battle, that's the best build, giving you major damage coming in. A very quick battle, of course, if you have the advancements and the right build, but that should be it. There's one more phase after this, where you just have to attack the orbs. Very simple. This boss battle isn't too hard, so let me jump in and cover the next battle, of course. And of course, here are the Hunter stats if you're wondering. That way you have a reference point, of course. So here's Minnie. We have a lot of defense on her. Her defense is just juiced up. And here's her mana consumption reduction. We have a lot on her to make sure she does not run out of mana, okay? Not enough, but still, we have enough right there. We have Sunglehuan here too, giving us a ton of attack, as you can see. We're talking over 50,000 defense when coming in. This game mode honestly requires a bit of defense spam based on what I've seen so far. And here is, of course, our girl Isle. If you want to see her, nothing fancy here, just some damage increase to make sure her passive is applied. But let me jump in, let me cover the second boss and equip artifacts very quickly. Give me a second. Alright, so here's the full build guide. As you can see, we have Vigorous, we have Iron and Bestie, the same shadows every single time. And for hunters, you have a lot of options. When it comes to our team, you can swap out Soren for, of course, our girl Malin, or you can swap out Free and Fur. It works out perfectly, don't worry. You do not need Free on the team. You can use any water hunters or even glow sports or other breakers, up to you. We have Jinwoo, we have so many breakers you can use, even the SR Hunter Nam if you have the right power. Just give it a try. This mode is very forgiving, right? But when it comes to builds, as you can see, we have Desire. This is the best set because we have enough crit. We have Guardian Selves when it comes to support, and of course the 4-piece Infamy, 4-piece Desire and Charm to get the right damage coming in. And these cores right here, these ones worked out perfectly for me. Just copy the ones you want to use right here. You don't have to use every single one. Cores in general don't matter too much, but they give you a bit of damage coming in. And when it comes to stats, let me show you. That way you have a reference point, of course, if you're wondering. So we of course have 102,000 HP on Soren, giving us these stats right here. Here is what, Shaw. With these stats right here, as you can see, a lot of crit damage, defense, and damage increase to make sure her damage is well-rounded. And if you want to see for you and her stats are just nothing here, her damage is non-existent. You can see she is just a support. 150% crit rate, yeah, she's dealing no damage. So let me jump in and cover the battle guide as well. So here we have the second battle. As you can see, we just wait for the target, charge up our Q, and attack right here for extreme evasion. Very simple. We get the breaks applied. You do want the brand new bottom core for Soren to get the breaks applied much faster, but I don't have it. That core is way too new. So I swap into Free right here, get the passives applied, then I swap back to Soren. Boom. We jump back in because of the cooldowns to get the break off. Give it a second. We get that permanent buff applied on the target. When it comes to Free bonuses, very juicy, and boom, we swap into Wetchaw, getting all that damage coming in with the shields, making your life so much easier. Then we manually swap because, as you know, when it comes to animation cast, you want to manually swap to make sure you maximize on your damage. Then we just attack the pillars right here, get the damage applied, and we're good to go. You want to dash this one here too. There's always going to be 2 pillars. I'm assuming for the hard mode, there will be 3 pillars coming out. Then we just deal damage, apply the passives, then swap back to the frame, get the passives applied when it comes to shields, and we're gonna be good to go right here. Boom, 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 very simple. Then we swap back in, we spam our Q, then of course we use the E if we have it up. If we don't, no problem. Then we use our Q, then the ultimate. The rotations are fine right here. You can use the ultimate first, but I find the buff still applies if you use it fast enough. Then we swap in again, rinse and repeat. The battle overall isn't too difficult, just because these bosses here are very forgiving, okay? As you can see, the battle isn't too hard. We're just jumping in, making sure we deal enough damage. That's the main issue, dealing enough damage. The battle itself is pretty easy. You're not really getting pinned to the wall, giggity. Oh, geez. We're not really getting attacked too much. We're gonna be good to go, and boom, as you can see, we're just dealing attacks and done, right? There's one more phase right here where you have to hide behind the pillars. Not too bad, right? You're gonna do fine. This battle overall is very easy to beat if you have the right power and the stats, and the hunters, well, I guess not too easy in that case, but if you have the right stuff, the battle itself is going to be very fine. But let me jump in to the Valtair battles, that way I can show you our juicy Jinwoo build. Now, when it comes to the battle against Valtair using Jinwoo, this is the build I prefer just because the fire build is so OP. You can use the light build, of course, using a quarterstaff and also the brand new weapon, the sword of the hero. It works out perfectly even at A4. Don't worry, this weapon is so darn strong. Probably the best light weapon we have, honestly. The buffs are amazing, so you can run that with various skills I'll show you. But here is the build right here. We of course have the fan of the fire demon for breaks and also damage buffs, and this too, giving us breaks, buffs, and more. This weapon is so darn good. One of my favorites in the game. With these hunters right here, you can use any hunters you want that provide buffs to you. Don't worry, you have a lot of options when it comes to melee. When it comes to other hunters like you can use her as well. You can use any hunter really, wet chaw, you can use light chaw, you can use any, literally any support units. Just make sure they have the right artifact sets, like these ones right here, to give you the buffs you need. Blessing set, guardian set, Sylph's blessing. This set right here doesn't matter just because we use it for more power. If you're lacking power, put on your best hunters and their best sets to make sure you reach the power requirement, otherwise you're going to be cooked. When it comes to our shadows though, obviously, we have Vigorous, we have Serbian and Bessie to give us the most well-rounded passives, and when it comes to Jinwoo, we have two options. For the artifact sets, of course, I have the armor set to make sure I have enough defense spend coming in. This set I realized helped me the most, so give it a try, up to you. This set worked out for me, so it should work for you as well. When it comes to Obsidian set though, it's up to you. If your battle's taking way too long, run the expert set, okay? In my case, I want to cheese the battle, so I used the Obsidian set to get the bonus coming in. It worked out perfectly for me as you saw, but when it comes to our blasting stones and runes, we want Dagger Toss for burn, and of course the brand new skill, the Firestorm Kick, the strongest skill in the game, nuking the target in one shot. Oh baby. And as for our QTEs, you want this for the bonus breaks and also this for the bonus damage if needed. In my case, we did not need it, but in your case, it'll be helpful for the bonus damage over time. Very, very nice. And for Blessing Stones, we again cheese it like I said, so pulverize for the bonus damage and breaks, but I recommend running Reawakening to make sure you get the cooldowns off to deal even more damage over time. We have Bloodlust for defense reduction and also Sharp Perception to get the crits coming. I ran Acrobat just because the battle was so short, but in your case, I wouldn't recommend it. You can run things like Intuit if you have Intelligence, of course. You can run anything really, any stats that boost your damage like Mana Rampage if you want, Double-Edged Sword, up to you. Just get the damage coming in to make sure your Jinwoo just destroys the target. For the defensive ones, however, you want to lay for the shield. You want aggressive defense to make sure you always have a shield applied. Very helpful to get the Guardian set off and have the Candy Hour's Blessing. Just get more HP coming in case you die. And this right here to make sure if you do die, you are good to go. And for the cores, I have these ones here, but I would prefer the brand new core in Jinwoo. The one that gives me crit, I just don't have it. It is very hard to get, so this core would be preferred for the bonus 10% crit rate to make sure the Firestorm Kick does crit. And for your hunters here, just make sure they have the best cores possible to boost your power. But when it comes to your light build, let me talk about that very quickly. You can run this right here when it comes to Electric Shock, giving you more damage, of course. In the light category, however, there's not too many light skills, so it's up to you which one to use. I would recommend this right here for the bonus crit damage. That way, when you use the quarterstaff, you get a bit more damage coming in, but we already get a bunch of crit damage, so up to you. We do have other options like this right here, but overall, the light skills are just a little bit weak. Give it a try. Lots of options there. You can use double down too, but again, the light category, the weapons are the carry, not the skills. The weapons deal so much damage coming in, and of course, the weapons, the quarterstaff, and the brand new weapon, the Sword of Hero, will carry you, of course, even at A4. It is the best weapon out there. So let me jump in and show you the very quick battle guide. It's not much of a guide, but I'll give you a quick tip when it comes to battle. As you can see, we jump in and we do not wait. I use the fan right away to knock him down from his webs. Watch, he's just gonna drop. We just destroy him. I have no idea why anyone waits. You just want to jump in and just go ham, right? Never wait for the targets. You want to deal as much damage as possible. So we get the breaks applied right here. We wait for the buffs. As you can see, I'm holding Isla and Min for the breaks come in right here. The breaks about to apply. Boom. The break comes out. Then the buffs come in. Then we wait for Yuki right here, we apply for the buffs and our shadows. I wait just a bit for the shadow step and boom, we use that your toss and the kick and done. So that's the battle itself. Overall pretty quick. I'll show you a better battle guide when it comes to hunters just because this was a bit too fast because I made sure to cheese it for the video, right? To make it as interesting as possible. But let me jump in and cover hunters because that's where the real interesting aspects start to show. And of course here are Jinwoo Stats if you want to see them. When it comes to stats up top, it's up to you. I went all strength just because I wanted to nuke Valtair in one shot, which I did of course, so it's up to you. I recommend 220 intelligence to make sure you can spam your skills over time to reduce their cooldowns. It is ideal, and 2 hours coming in, yeesh, I need a break, but here are these stats as well. We have crit rate, damage increase for our crit damage as well. We have all these stats right here. Make sure you come close to them if you want to, of course. Nuke Valtair. I think a bit more defense pen could be useful, just because when it comes to this game mode, I feel like defense pen is king, but we'll see. Right now, these stats worked for me, so give them a try. With the arm set, we were good to go. Now, when it comes to the last battle, I actually used a very unconventional team. Yes, that's right, using Stark to make sure everyone has a chance, because Stark, honestly, as a damage dealer, was very impressive. You'll be shocked. His damage output was insane. So let me show you right here his build because it's really, really good. Stark deals so much damage and it was a shock. But when it comes to our shadows, again, we have Vigorous, we have Bessie, we have Aaron. For our hunters right here, you have a lot of options. I use Essel, Yuki, and also Stark to make sure we buff up Stark as much as possible. You can also swap in Stark for Yuso unit if you want. Do not use Kane. Kane is just way too weak for escape mode. You can use any hunters, honestly, right here. Just have Yuki or Essel or both of them, and a DPS hunter to make sure they are buffed up like crazy. This worked out best for me. This was the easiest turn off your brain build. So here are the builds right here, very standard. I do want to mention when it comes to Yuki Buki, you can run the Obsidian set if you want. I just didn't have any of the pieces, so I ran Desire instead. We have 2 Desire pieces right here, so not ideal. It worked out for me because you'll see we have so much HP on these pieces. We are talking massive stats, so I couldn't really find a better one. We have Stark as our damage dealer, though the Obsidian set, if you have it, a better set right here would be perfect for it. But in my case, Desire, we have of course the Greed set on Essel to make sure we get the Greed buff applied. The bonus crit and crit damage is so nice. And on our boy Stark, we have Desire, and we have the Obsidian set to maximize on its damage. So OP, it is the best set for him. You can put in any other set right here, even potentially armed if you have it. I didn't give it a try just because this worked out fine. Stark's damage output is insane, so just use these builds right here with the Obsidian set here or the arm set right here to maximize on its damage. And for the cores, very simple. These cores right here, you can use the brand new cores if you have it. The crit rate core, I don't have it because it's too new, but you can use it if you have it to get more crits coming in. That's why we have Vigorous to make sure we spam our crits dealing more damage. But let me jump in, let me cover the battle guide, that way you know exactly what to do. But here is the light build too. This build works out perfectly as well, right? We have our boy Min, we have Thomas Andre, the Goliath himself, and of course, Go Gunny for the breaks. This build is honestly good. The Obsidian set right here, if you have it. In my case, it's on someone else, but this set works out too. This is the ideal build you want to use. Boom, boom, boom. Here are the hunters or cores. This core right here doesn't really matter too much. You can use this one for mana if he runs out, or just any other core. The bottom core for Thomas Andre, not too important, but there are the builds. You can use the brand new core on Go as well, because this boss has so much break. So you want the brand new break core too. Again, it's too new. I don't have it, but that is the core you want. And of course, crit damage on Min to make sure we deal the most ultimate skill damage on our boy Thomas Andre. But let me show you as well the hunter stats just so you have them. When it comes to our fire team right here, it'll be these stats right here on Essel. Nothing crazy. Essel's not a damage dealer, but here are her stats. Very simple right there. Yuki Pookie, there you go. Her stats right here if you want to see them. And Stark, our main damage dealer, boom, boom, boom. These are his stats. Copy them if you want. A lot of defense spend, making him more viable and done. So let me jump in. Let me cover the battle guide, that way you know exactly what to do. Alright, so here's the battle guide. What you want to do is use your ultimate first when it comes to Essel to build up those enhanced stacks. Boom, there you go. Ultimate comes out, use your E, and you dodge right here to get 30 stacks right off the bat. Beautiful. 30 stacks coming in for the break. It'll be so nice. And keep dodging right here to get more and more stacks. Boom. Almost 50 stacks coming in. The moment I get 50, I swap out to Yuki Pookie. Boom, 50 right there. I swap in. use our breaks right here, get the buffs, the ultimate skill, for more buffs coming in, boom boom boom, the shadows come out, then I swap into Essel one more time if I can, for even more stacks on passive watch. I swap right here if I ever, but I don't, so I use Stark of course, get the buffs applied, boom boom boom, very simple. The max damage on him is so good. Oh, I love to use them. Watch this. We are now at 50%. Essel comes out. More stacks coming in. We're at 61 stacks. Beautiful. So when it comes to this phase right here, I use the ultimate to give us a bit of an easier time. Then I swap in the Yuki. She clears the mobs right here so much easier. Watch very carefully. We use our Q core attack. Then I rotate right here, swap to the next one. I use our E, then our core attack, resetting our skills. Boom, very simple. Q, core attack, E, rinse and repeat. And the ultimate if you have it to make sure we clear the mobs here. And boom, ultimate comes out. The buffs apply. And very simple, easy peasy. We swap to Valtair, use Stark right here. Boom, 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 damage comes out. You want to use your E, then your core attack, then your E, then your core attack, then your ulti. Then this right here, watch very carefully up top. Watch how fast I do it. Can you do this fast? We'll see. Watch very carefully. We're gonna speed blitz the brand new game mode when it comes to minigame watch. Boom. So that's how I did it. I don't know why people don't realize you can just jump in and spam any key and you'll clear the thing. You just spam every single button and you're good to go. No need to focus, but we use Stark again, use our damage. We swap into, of course, Essel, get the stacks applied, and of course, we swap and swap over and over again. Rinse, repeat. The rotations are simple in the team. Just copy what I'm doing and you're good to go. And use Stark for the last battle right here to get the damage off and done. So hope that helped. If it did, drop your like. Make sure to subscribe that way. I do know, of course, there are more guys like this. Overall, the battles aren't too tough. It is the builds that are tough, and also making sure you have the right power coming in and the right hunters. So if you enjoyed, again, make sure you drop your like, subscribe that way. I do know, of course, this guide helped you, but don't forget to get your free codes. Yes, that's right. When it comes to free support program, we got reset. So you want to go to the link down below and support us that way. You do not miss on the free codes. We have a bunch of codes coming up very soon. We're talking Essence Zones, Mana Power, extracts, and more that you do not want to miss. So do enjoy those free codes that I send to all our Juice supporters. But on that note, everyone, this was your Code King Zaf signing out. I'll catch you in the next juicy video, of course.